Hello, my name is Nathan King. Today I will be discussing a company called Bitwise Industries. And as I'm doing this, I do want to apologize for two main things. One, uh, I do apologize that I'm doing a phone recording. I tried doing Zoom, I was having way too many technology issues, and I just decided to just do a phone recording, and I'm either just going to send this video in or I'm going to put it on YouTube and link it. We'll see what happens. And then also because of this, I'm also just going to show you the slides on my laptop. And the other main thing I do want to apologize is my roommate is currently sleeping and he does snore pretty loudly. So I want to apologize for any background noises that may happen as I'm doing this. But thank you for your understanding, and let's get right into it. Okay, so Bitwise Industries by Nathan King. What is Bitwise Industries? Bitwise Industries is a technology company that was founded in 2013 by Irma Olguin and Jake Soberl. Their goal was to reach out to the communities of California and empower the communities through technology education. Now, obviously, we're discussing fraud, so how did it all start for them? Well, it started 9 years later in 2022. Despite them able to raise a significant amount of $75 million, they struggled to gain any sort of profit. Olguin and Silverall, realizing this, were overwhelmed by the financial pressure. Now, as the pressure of keeping financially afloat, the pressure mounted them, and they committed fraud. They would begin by fabricating false documents, claiming that they have significant amounts of cash and revenue of over 70 million, when in actuality they have less than 12 million to even down to $5 million. And this was all mainly to fool their investors so they could say that they were financially healthy. Now, as they were doing this for about a year and a half, but how did they get caught? Well, they got caught by the SEC as somebody, I couldn't figure out who necessarily, somebody had filed a complaint to the SEC about the company, Bitwise Industries, about how they were alleging these false documents, saying that they had millions and millions of dollars in cash and revenue when they had very little. And so an investigation would begin, but it was wrapped up very quickly and was expedited as they found whistleblower accounts, noticing significant problems with employees in certain accounts that the company had that led to what they discovered as wire fraud. So the co-founders were then prosecuted for violations of anti-fraud statutes. And then in 2024 of July, both co-founders would plead guilty to wire fraud and conspiracy to commit wire fraud, including defrauding their investors of over $175 million. Now, all of this being said, how could the company let this happen? Well, there were three main reasons. Number one was poor financial management and practices. Number two was lack of oversight. And the third reason was failure to establish a culture of transparency and accountability. In short, the company just gave the co-founders way too much power with no checks and balances. They've had no upper management aside from board of directors, nobody to keep the co-founders in check. especially in the finances. Now, in conclusion, Bitwise Industries, they were founded in 2013. They were struggling financially in 2022, which led to the co-founders committing fraud, fooling their investors. And in 2024, they would be prosecuted and plead guilty to wire fraud and conspiracy to commit wire fraud. All happened because of all of this happened because there was no management establishments to keep any checks or balances for the co-founders. All right, that is my last slide. Thank you for this time. Hope you have a wonderful day.